Welcome back, everybody. It is NFL Week 9. It was kind of a bloodbath this week, wasn't it?
It was
a shitty week of football, but Gino is luckily still in the Survivor League. 180 people left. He's trying to take home the 14 mil. What are you doing, bro? If there's like 15 people that want to chop, are you chopping?
Dude, anything over 500 racks, I got to chop.
100%.
That's where, so like 28 people's half of it.
Yeah.
28 is my number. I will probably be an arrogant.
What's your total exposure? Like a few bands? How many?
One band.
You didn't get multiple?
Oh, I did 3. Sorry, yeah, 3 bands. So you're right. Damn, I got to think.
Anything multi 6 figures is a great result.
Oh my God, yeah.
I would say $250,000 or higher, you take it.
I got offered $80K this last weekend. Last Tuesday.
Too low.
Yeah, it's not.
It's too low.
Not to big league anyone out there, especially if you're my age or even if you're younger. The way I bet, $80K is just not changing my life. It'd be epic hit. I would be damn, like Maddie hit 100 racks this weekend. I would have been naked running through that casino. But like, you don't have an opportunity at $250,000, $1 million, 10 million often. Yeah. So I got to ride it, guys.
Yeah.
I'll run at $500,000. And if you ever want to hold me accountable, I'm not going to lie. If I get offered 250, it probably has my attention. There's a chance I say, fuck it.
It's a lot of bread.
If I don't like the path, if I'm getting nervous. Dude, these games are uncomfortable to watch. I'm not even enjoying it.
No, I know.
Because I'm so used to betting units.
Well, the Panthers one was easy. Commanders. I told you had the Commanders.
Yeah. They're just getting uncomfortable.
No, I know. All right. Well, guys, make sure you drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the show. I'm going to be doing a USC show at 6 p.m. So if you're here for that, I'll come back at 6 p.m. Today, we're going to go through all the segments of the NFL show, break down the Week 9 slate. Let's start off with our Peasant of the Week. But before we do that, guys, go to the description in the YouTube bio. Check out betopenly.com. I ran $4,000 to $58,000 on Bet Openly. If you guys don't know,
got 58, baby.
The gen next to me started Bet Openly years ago. It's peer-to-peer betting. It's like an Uber versus a taxi. You bet other people head to head. You save money. Go make an account. If you want a free $10, just DM me on Instagram and I'll get you free $10 to try out on betopenly.com. So go check that out right now. Let's go ahead and jump right into the Peasant of the Week. There's only one option. It was the Bears cornerback Stevenson.
Oh my God.
Taunting the Commanders sideline during the Hail Mary play. What was this dude doing, bro? Like, honestly, I don't think it really impacted the play that much because
it didn't. He touched
more the
it.
optics of it, you know. The fact that he's taunting them on the Hail Mary, he's acting like the game's over. Then he tips the ball up in the air, and then they come down. That cost me $7,500.
Dude, he's the one that touched it. And let's talk about this.
I was fuming.
One, I think he took ownership, so I got to give him some credit, but he probably felt like a chump.
He did.
Two, if you watch it closely, he had his back turned. The play started without him involved, which means he's not part of the play call
when the play started,
which is insane. Yeah. And lastly, guys, Maddie and I watch a lot of sports. There's no excuse for us being better than coaches. And I see a couple times a week where I feel better than a coach. If you're going to throw the ball with accuracy into a tight knit spot for 60 yards, you have to be able to step into your throw. That means all you have to tell is the front 4 linemen, don't go around, push back. If you look, they miss Jalen, and then he steps into the throw almost to the yard line, the goal line, not the goddamn line of scrimmage, and he's able to throw it. Yeah. You saw the same with it didn't happen, but you saw the same with the Baltimore's quarterback. He was able to step into the throw. Let him run around up back there for all day. Don't let him step into the throw. That's all you got to not let him do.
I'm on record. I still think it's better to blitz than to sit back at a prevent defense.
Too?
Like,
just put 6 guys in the end zone and blitz 5.
Yeah, you don't need all those guys back there. You're just giving them time to throw the ball and then something crazy to happen. I'd rather you get after the quarterback.
Get after him
Put
quick.
pressure on them. He's probably going to dump it off then, and then you just got to make the tackle before he runs
Exactly.
60 yards. So, anyways, Stevenson, Bears cornerback, peasant of the week, deserves it
Properly
without
so.
a doubt. Let's move on to the sharp or square segment here. We got to go through this game slate. I'm going to pull this up now.
Dude, are we behind? We smacked last show. I haven't seen clips. I haven't been on Instagram. I've been crazy busy with work. Did we make a bunch of clips?
I'm not even sure, bro.
Damn, I'm going to go yell at someone after the show.
Let's do it. All right. Let's start with right off the bat, Thursday Night Football, a game I have to bring up because this Jets team continues to lose, and they continue to be favored. Like the Texans are a 2-point dog on the road here at Jets.
Oh man.
What the Jets -2 here, sharp or square?
Sharp as fuck. Dude, it's and it's moving up. There's guys that I respect on Twitter that were tweeting out, I'm holding my breath. The second Houston's plus money, I'm hammering it. And I jokingly sent them bet openly link saying it's plus money right now.
Yeah.
It's only going to go up. This is a sharp side. There's just no way around it. I believe it's because the running back and the run game for Houston's kind of weak, even though he had a great week last week. And technically, the Jets keep underperforming, keep getting their ass kicked, and they can't beat teams with good defense.
70% of the tickets are on the Texans right now.
And it went up from 1 to 1.5 to 2.
And it literally just went to 2.5 on this site as we're speaking, bro. As we're speaking, it went up to 2.5.
Jets, stay away from the Jets, or excuse me, stay away from the Texans. It's Jets, Jets, Jets. Sharp side, Jets.
Yeah.
Uncomfortable side, Jets.
All right, well, let's move on to another game here. I'm gonna give you a Sunday.
I'm gonna fucking hammer the Jets. Jets might be my biggest bet of the week.
Really?
Yeah. Texans have actually stepped down a little bit in my eyes, even though their records.
All right, here's one. My Philadelphia Eagles, a 7.5-point favorite at home against the Jags, bro. The way my Eagles are playing, we should win this game by double digits. This is sharp or square.
So, the Eagles are square side.
Yeah.
The Eagles are square side. But what I will say, I think I said this 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Dude, your Eagles defense is nasty. That's a big deal. And, I still think Jalen's leaving too much air under those balls, even though your quarterback or your wide receiver got a great catch on like a 59-yarder. You guys are leaving room for improvement, but you're still playing good. I wouldn't sleep on these Eagles right now.
Yeah.
I just think 7.5 is too much. The Jags don't have a lot to lose. They actually came back in. They lost that tough game. They came back in it. They've now come back multiple times. I believe they did this. There's multiple games where they've been down and come back. So Jags are showing life. It's crazy because we wanted them to be a fucking playoff team. That's a far cry from hell. So, it's uncomfortable. You can sell the Eagles defense a little high right here. They look damn good for back-to-back weeks. This offense is different than who they've played against.
All right, last one. Dolphins, a 6-point dog at Buffalo. Are the Dolphins sharp or square here?
I might have lied. The Dolphins might be the sharpest play of the week. I know
67% of tickets on Buffalo already.
Yeah, just because it's an actual dog where, although I love the Jets because the public's all over Houston, there's money on the Jets side. Dude, think about what Buffalo has done the last couple weeks. Think about what Miami has done without Tua. I get he came back. They still blew the lead to a okay Arizona. Arizona's tied for first in the West right now with the Niners and the Seahawks. So, if there's an actual hammer spot for me this week, it might be Miami money line.
They had a tough game, somehow losing to the Cardinals last week, 28.
Yeah, they were up good. It looked like
they've been competitive the last 3 weeks in a row.
They really have.
5-point win, 6-point loss, 1-point loss. This is a division game. People are going to see the Bills that have destroyed teams outside of the division now coming back to a division game. and they see a 6-point spread, and they're going to think, oh, the Bills can win by a touchdown or more at home here. It's hard to not think that way, honestly.
And think about it. They need to win this game to seal up their division. They could imagine if the Bills can start cruising with like 2-3 weeks left in the season.
Yeah.
Their division turned out not so hot with the Jets imploding and Miami getting hurt. So, yeah, the Bills want to win this game. They're not overlooking this game. I'll tell you that. There's a good rivalry here.
Yeah.
But that spread to me is begging for my Miami money.
Agreed. All right, let's move on to our buy low, sell high segment. I'm going to read off the teams right now that covered this past week, playing teams that did not cover, and then Gino will tell us which spots he likes the most.
Let's do it.
We got the Denver Broncos covered last week. They're playing the Ravens, who did not cover. We had the Commanders, who covered last week. They're playing the G-Men, who did not cover. Patriots, who covered last week, playing the Titans that did not cover. Falcons, who covered last week, playing the Cowboys that did not cover. Raiders, who covered last week, playing the Bengals that didn't cover. Bills covered, playing the Dolphins that did not cover. Cardinals covered, who were playing the Bears that did not cover. There's a lot of them this week.
There's a lot.
Lions covered, who are now playing the Packers, who did not cover. The Rams covered, who played the Seahawks, who are playing the Seahawks, did not cover. And last one, the Colts covered last week. They're playing the Vikings that did not cover. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 games where you can buy on a team that didn't cover last week, playing a team that covered.
So
can you go 6-4 blindly here? What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You can absolutely go 6-4, especially on these. So, one, I'll tell you, the fact that the commies covered, dude, that cost you and I a fucking shit ton.
Fucking joke.
That was my biggest bet of the week, guys,
was
Bears money line. And I was irresponsible out in Vegas. I took all the money I had on the tables, put it on that because it was my biggest play. I fucking lost I couldn't fucking believe it. I also had the second half under, just the second half, just under the second half, which was 21.5. That fucking play pushed it over. It was sick. It was like a $18,000 swing for me. It was sick. My favorite of these plays, I like the Giants, so I'm buying the Giants low and I'm selling the Commanders high. I think people think the commies have this like aura thing going on. Good on Jalen. They didn't play that great. Bears played like shit. That quarterback is not as great as everyone wanted him to be. He's okay. He's fine. Came back theoretically. But Giants, number one. I'm sorry I always talk about my survivor, but I want to make it fun for y'all too. I'm considering the Titans against the Patriots. It's going to take fucking balls to bet it. I don't need them again, so it's a great pick.
Yeah.
And I like the Patriots beat the Jets. Now they're going in to Tennessee as a very small favorite, which is wild, right? They just beat the Jets. What have the Titans done except get their ass kicked for 3 weeks? So I like the Titans here. I like the Giants here. There's two more I like. I'm giving them in order. So they're getting a little less valuable. I actually like the Cowboys here. They're bums. I loved what my Niners did to them second half. But, dude, they actually looked like they had it together. I like that they signed Dalvin. I can't believe they started the season with him on the practice squad with Zeke so slow. I know he got a touchdown, but God damn, he's slow. So Dalvin there, I think they compete. You're getting to sell off these Falcons who, dude, I don't think they look that good. Tampa Bay should have gotten their ass kicked. They were right there at the end. Falcons are so overhyped.
This is a good spot, I think, to back Dallas.
Right? I like Dallas there.
And
so
I hate taking
Giants,
them,
Titans, Cowboys. And I'll give you guys one more. It'll be a favorite. I'll give you guys a square side here. This is another team I'm considering for Survivor. I think the Vikings absolutely fuck up the Colts. I get that Flacco's coming back. Dude, this coach, come on. You're winning games with Indy. I don't give a shit if you're quarterback. They have a quarterback with the lowest completion percentage in like 50 years. It's not his role to like honor back like Tom Brady got hurt and he's coming back to the team. It's asinine. He has the lowest completion percentage of a starter in like 50 years. You were winning games. Now you go on a skid. So Flacco comes back, guys. Hear me out so I'm not speaking unclearly. This line is thin because people are higher on Flacco with the Colts. Let's not forget what these Vikings were 2 weeks ago. Let's not forget what the spread would have been 2 weeks ago. So the Vikings now came back from a bye and lost twice. They had a very short week. They're on the mini bye now to get their season back on track. I like the Vikings to fuck up the Colts.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So those are my 4.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, let's move on here. What do we got next? All right, I'm gonna give you 2 agree or nots right here.
Let's do it.
First, the Aaron Rodgers trade is one of the biggest failures in recent memory.
Oh yeah. Definitely second to Deshaun Watson. But yeah, if you look at Rodgers, man, I agree with this statement.
Yeah.
They brought him in. They already had an electric defense. They got rid of their rookie who they drafted, who he has more wins than him. What's the dude that takes down Mills?
Wait, what?
The young quarterback, the kid they drafted. Come on, comments.
Who are you talking about?
Zach. Who's the
Wilson?
Wilson.
Oh,
they got rid of him.
Yeah.
He has more wins than Rodgers. Not only they get rid of the kid, Rodgers brings in all his fucking receivers, decimates their freaking draft capital.
Yeah.
All the win now, dude. I don't even know. I think they what do they need to win out to make the playoffs? Probably.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. So yeah, not just the Rodgers part, the culture part. Did Rodgers get the Salah kicked out of there too? Look at what they're giving out this guy everything, and they might get nothing back. Actually, they might get less than nothing after all the draft capital's gone.
Last one here. Anthony Richardson pulling himself for being tired impacts his ability to lead as a quarterback going forward.
Of course. Does this dude not work out? You have a 5-year career.
Yeah, but it's a huge dude at quarterback, and he was tired, so he came out for a play.
Well, I respect that if you're exhausted.
That's what happened. I think people made a big deal out of it.
Yeah,
so I disagree on that one.
Okay, so I'll agree with you. I actually disagree. I think it tells your team you're mature enough to say, hey, I'm not here.
Yeah.
But, dude, it tells me you're also in the fucking locker room enough.
Yeah, agreed.
Work the fuck out.
All right, let's move on to Survivor. I know you're pumped for this one. So give us your best possible options this week of what you're looking at.
Okay. I'll go top to bottom on where I'm looking at them. So don't look at the spreads, guys, because these teams have different futures. I think one of the best picks this week is the New Orleans Saints. They're -7 to Carolina. I actually don't like this play. I probably won't be on it. I think Carolina can win this game, and I'm waiting for a number 1 overall to go back down. But in terms of capital, Saints have almost no future value. So you want to use teams that have no future value. So Saints right there. I believe a lot of people are going to be on Baltimore. They're now not convinced Baltimore's as great as all the hype. And they won't lose 2 games in a row. So Baltimore's probably going to go second to the Saints. Bengals and Baltimore will be second or third for the fucking 5th time. If you look, these 2 teams have taken out 80% of Survivor. They're my best friends, those 2 teams. I'm torn here on Cincy because if you look, the Raiders competed with Kansas City. The score won't show that. Yeah. They were 1 inch away from putting in a touchdown, being up 4, and that being a 1-score game no matter which way. So, the Raiders are a tough team to fade. They beat Baltimore. Now they're going into Cincy. The question is the AFC North that good? It might not be. Cleveland might not be that good or not be that bad. It might be the rest of the AFC that's just not that good, the North. So those will be the 3 most popular. Titans to me are a bit of a sleeper. The Vikings should creep in there a little bit, and the Bills. The Bills versus a division team that's still injured and coming back in Miami. I believe those will be the 6th most taken.
I like Minnesota, bro.
You like it?
Yeah.
I only need them 1 other week, so I'm not losing that much capital.
Yeah, I think Minnesota might be your squad this week.
Yeah, and it's under a touchdown, which scares people.
Exactly.
There's a chance I'm on
and
it.
They have
with
to win
10
this
dudes.
game, dude. They
There's
lost
a chance
2 in a row, right?
There's a chance. There's literally a chance 10 to 15 of 180 are only on it. Meaning I could cheer my dick off for the top 1 and 2 to knock me down to 50 dudes.
I like it a lot. I think that's a spot.
Minnesota it is. Minnesota's the leader right now, my homies.
Yeah, I like that. All right, let's move on to the game slate here. We'll start with some Thursday night football. Houston versus Jets. We talked a little bit about this already. The Jets are now a 2 to 2.5 point favorite at home, over under 42 points. 69% of the tickets are on Houston right now. Why do you like the Jets here?
The line movement ticket percentage, this is about as old school as I get. Public and squares will be all over Houston money line and Houston spread. Arguably my favorite play in this game is the under.
Yeah.
The Jets offense is not good. It's just not. Their O-line's just not good. They keep bringing in parts to make Rodgers look how he did in Green Bay. It's not happening. So you could sell me on this under in that the Jets hold the Texans and the Texans also hold the Jets. But I'm Jets and under. I haven't decided on units, but it's going to be, Jets and under, both picks.
Yeah, I think I'm Jets here. I think comes a point in time where the public finally gives up on them, and I think this is the time. Think about it. Every game they're like, oh, this is the game. The Jets get it on track, and now they make a run, and they get Devontae Adams.
Public's over them.
Now I think the public's like, fuck them Jets. I'm done with them.
And
this is the exact spot to get on them. I'm not touching that under that. That scares the shit out of me. I could eat 23-20 or higher, I think is very doable here. So I'm going to stay away from that total, but I'm going to trust that the Jets are favored for a reason in this spot. I think this is the game that they finally put it together. It's also the second game with Adams, which I think makes a big difference compared to the first. And, I mean, if last week wasn't their season on the line, this is definitely their season on the line. So
they couldn't have lost to the Patriots, and they did.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was off the road. This is their first home game in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Jets money line here.
Yep.
Let's move on to the next one. What we got here? We got Broncos versus Ravens.
Saints, Carolina.
I'm sorry, Saints versus Panthers. Let's see. All right, Saints versus Panthers. The Saints are a -300 favorite on the road.
It's crazy,
7-point, a touchdown favorite on the road.
Saints still
over under 43.5. Do the Panthers have any life here on the spread?
So, remember, this is the opening game, opening week 1. Do you remember what the Saints did to them week 1? It's like 40 fucking something to 0.
Yeah,
it was an ass kicking. The Saints are injured. God, I'm sick of saying this. I was on Denver, so I was pumped to see them implode.
Yeah.
They're up 7-0 in that game. Yeah, I mean, if you again sharp side, it feels like you want to take the Panthers +7 here, but they're going to compete at home, and the Saints have a little bit of injury.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the over in this game. The Panthers have showed that they can run the ball and score early, and then something else just happens. Something changes over time. I don't fucking get it, but I don't mind the over here. If you think the Saints are back and going to be able to force it on the Panthers, their defense is just subpar. But the Panthers can compete a little bit to get to that 4. I like the over here. I think 44 is very, very likely.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna touch this game, bro.
Not the best game on the slate.
Yeah. You said you like the over?
I do like the over.
Yeah,
I had one play on this.
Yeah, I would lean over too. It's at 43.5 too.
We'll bug Trev when he come on if we can do a Chubba Hubbard 2 TDs for our boy Brad.
Yeah.
Brad, 2 TDs, Chubba Hubbard. 2 TDs.
All right, let's go. Let's move on off this dog shit game. We got the Denver Broncos versus the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens are 8.5-point favorite at home, over under 45.5. Denver covered last week. The Ravens did not cover. Is this now a spot to bounce back with the Ravens here?
So, this might be one of my square plays of the week. I'm going to be on the Broncos. So, I don't know if the public's all over the Ravens -8.5 here. They lose at Cleveland, obviously a better D, but Denver's a top D.
Public's on Denver pretty heavily.
Is it? So it is a square play. So I thought so. So yeah, I'll be square here, guys. I think this 8.5 is disrespectful to Denver's defense.
Yeah, and it looks like it's up to 9 now at some sites.
So yeah, it's square side. So be careful with this bet, guys. Don't run and hammer Denver. I'll probably, I'm square side at least a couple times a week. At least we're conscious of it being square side. I believe Denver their defense is gonna compete, start to finish. I also think Baltimore's Ravens, their defense is the real question here. So I think Denver's gonna be able to get some points.
Yeah.
Bo looks good.
Denver on the road's been very good, bro.
Yeah,
at Tampa Bay, 126-7. At Jets, 10-9-1. At Saints, 133-10. At Seattle, they did lose by 6. So, but I mean, they've really done well overall on the road this year. Against the spread, they're 7-3 in their last 10.
Look at that, dude. And the Seattle one, that's Bo's first start in the NFL. That's tough playing in Seattle. He's gotten better. And dude, his coach does not make it easy on him.
I almost wonder if this is a Denver money line spot, dude.
Oh, savage!
I really do. Like,
I like it. I told you.
It seems like with the Ravens,
Baltimore.
it either goes very well or very poorly for them.
People are gonna have money big on the Ravens, and the Survivor's gonna be big on the Ravens.
Yeah, I would stay away from that in this spot here. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna probably sprinkle on Denver money line.
Dude, that'd be a good little two-teamer for you.
Why do I feel like Denver's defense actually matches up well with Lamar too?
Of course they do.
Yeah,
dude, their defense is good.
Yeah. All right, I'm going Denver money line there for a small sprinkle. We'll see. Let's move on to the next one. I think this is one of my favorite betting spots of the week. Commanders, a 3.5-point favorite at Giants. Washington covered last week, got lucky as hell due to Stevenson taunting the crowd and giving up the Hail Mary. Giants, on the other hand, I thought looked good. I like their running back. I think he looks solid.
Great.
They're getting 3.5 points at home as a home division dog.
Oh yeah.
Give me the Giants here. One of my favorite spots of the week. I'll take the 3.5 in this game because I don't trust them to win.
Okay.
I'll take a 3.5.
We're on the same side. You're 3.5. I'm money line.
Yeah.
I agree here. Dude, the Giants just put up some points against the toughest defense in the league. The Commanders looked epic on defense for 3 quarters, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I'll be on the over in this game also. I think there's gonna be a lot of points. There's gonna be some fireworks here.
Yeah.
I do think the Commanders have a better game on offense, but this Giants defense is tough. A little tough. Yep. So I like the over here, but I'll be on Giants money line.
I like it. All right, let's move on. We got Patriots at Titans. New England is a 3.5-point dog on the road. Gino's maybe looking at Tennessee as a survivor spot here.
Am I crazy?
Pats covered last week. Titans did not cover. Yeah, a little crazy. I don't know. They're over under 37.5. What do you like here as far as the spread?
Dude, I could be like one of like 3 guys on the Titans.
I know.
Imagine it's just everyone implodes and I'm fucking 3 to 14 milli.
I think that's the Minnesota spot though. Truthfully.
Yeah, it'll be like 10 to 15.
Dude, I think Baltimore could fuck people this week, and then you're on Minnesota.
Oh yeah,
Minnesota's not losing 3 in a row, dude.
No, I agree.
I think they're too good to do that.
I agree. Their defense is good too. Yeah, so I like the Titans in this game. I think the 3.5 is fair. I favor the Titans in this spot. People hate on them. They've lost some tough games. They've had some injuries. I genuinely believe this is the perfect sell high for the Patriots. The Patriots are not winning back-to-back games. You get the Titans at a very favorable spread at home. They should be able to win this game by 7. I don't have a lot of love on that over-under. It feels positioned right, and I've seen both these teams implode on offense. I would hate to have that over. So I'm gonna set out that total, and I'll just be on the Titans.
Yeah. I'll ride the Titans with you here, but I don't really love this game whatsoever.
Let's do it.
Let's move on. Another good spot here. Cowboys at Falcons. I hate to fucking do it. Last week, I made fun of so many people that came to me and was like, dude, Cowboys are a great spot. I was like, I'm so mad I didn't go Niners and over. Pre-game, I was like, I'm going Niners and over. I can't be talked out of it. And I didn't bet either side. I don't know why. Whoa. But I'll tell you right now.
You didn't lay that. What, dude?
This was after I hit the big parlay, and I was like, I was so toast from partying, and I was just like, I don't know what to do with this game. I did like the same game player prop, lost, but the Cowboys getting 2.5 on the road here. This is like screaming for you to take Atlanta minus 2.5 here. I think Dallas wins this game outright at Atlanta. I think it's going to be an ugly game. You know what I actually really like in this is the under 51.5. I just feel like this is going to be a very desperate game for both sides here. They're going to come out, compete defensively. I know the Cowboys' defenses look like shit, but 51.5 feels high to me. Like this feels like a 48-point total.
Yeah, so we're aligned again, dude. This is a week that the dogs just absolutely fucking bark.
Yeah.
So I like Dallas money line here. I thought they looked good. Their defense looked good until they didn't. Right, second half is important. And I don't know. I've just been selling Atlanta a lot lately. I think there's a lot of money to be made on selling Atlanta. This is 2.5, dude. The world's going to be all over Atlanta again. They're coming off a win on the road. Again, Tampa's injured. They control this division now. Mm-hmm. So, I genuinely believe Atlanta's going to keep getting hammered. The line's going to lock in at 2.5, and Dallas is the play. Like, Dallas is the dog. It's not often my play.
Dallas in the under. Let's move on. We got Raiders at Bengals.
Oof.
Raiders are a 7.5 point dog on the road. Over under 46.5 here. What do you think?
So is Denver your dog of the week?
I don't know. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I think no. I think the Giants have to be my dog of the week.
Okay.
For
fair.
sure.
Dude, I might make the Raiders my dog of the week.
I mean, I think it's a good play here. How do the Bengals keep getting so much respect?
Yeah. I mean, I'll sprinkle a little on the Raiders money line, but to me, 7.5.
And the Raiders covered for me last week. I took them plus 8.5 against Kansas City, and they lost by 7.
Dude, and they were up. Dude, they had every chance to be up in that game.
And
At
Bengals
home.
looked like shit against the Eagles, dude.
Which is, dude, the Chiefs keep finding ways to win games. These Chiefs are fucking good. So I'm throwing respect on the Raiders' names. Their record sucks. I get it. They still have beat Baltimore. In my opinion, they competed start to finish with Kansas City. So I think giving them 7.5 is disrespectful. I will say, when healthy, this Bengals offense is substantially better than the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense isn't good. Their program, their team, their organization is good. It's crazy. They keep winning 50-50 games.
Yeah.
That's like their third or fourth 50-50 at time game, and they just keep winning.
Yeah. And T. Higgins is questionable. He's day-to-day right now. So we'll see if he ends up playing or not, but we'll see. I think it's a really good spot to get 7 or 7.5, especially if Higgins isn't playing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value on this slate this week.
We're aligned. Let's move on. We got the Chargers heading to Cleveland. Chargers. Very small favorite. Minus 1.5 at Cleveland here.
The disrespect.
For who?
The Chargers.
Yeah, I'm going Chargers and the under here, bro. All day long.
I don't care that Cleveland's off a win.
The
Chargers defense is way better than Baltimore's.
Yeah.
Dude,
what kind of cord you got here? Let me borrow
that.
that.
Take it. Dude, this, like, again, I gave out my dog. I gave out a bunch of plays.
Yeah.
This is probably going to be one of my 2 units, guys. So, the units change for our guys in DD. I look at a lot of different data points before I actually lay the money, but I never want to mislead you guys for listening early. To me, they both covered last week. That's exactly what you want. Cleveland's off a bigger win in division, and more importantly, is the narrative. The narrative is Deshaun's the problem, and now we have a solution.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, the Chargers defense is tough enough that they're gonna shut down Jameis. So I like the under in this game. I like the team total under for Cleveland in this game, and I like the Chargers to win this game decidedly. So I know my boy Matty. I want to say that quietly because he'll be on like minus 8.5 plus 300 or some shit. Don't get any ideas.
Yeah, no, I do like the Chargers here. I think it's a good.
Chargers are going to win this game.
Yeah, 100%. All right, let's move on. We got Dolphins at Bills. We talked about this game a little bit already. Dolphins 6 to 6.5 point dog on the road here, plus 245 on the money line, over under 49.5. What do you think?
This to me is one of my most uncomfortable bets, but I got to be on the Dolphins here.
It is uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable because look at the Bills. Look at how much they're winning games by. Look at how few turnovers they have. And look what they just did to a Seattle team that was on the way up. Dude, they kicked Seattle's ass. Oh, and they beat them so many ways in the rain. They beat them in a goal, like he threw his first pick. Then they do a goal line stand. Offensively, after that, they were running everything successfully. I was watching the game near Bills and Seattle fans in Vegas. And fuck, Seattle fans had no wind in their sails. This Bills team and Allen, is Allen MVP right now?
He's up there
after Lamar's loss.
I think so. He might be the favorite right now.
I know he threw a pick, but he still had a good game. He goes into Seattle and wins. Tell me it's not still fucking Mahomes. It might be as they keep winning. But again, he didn't do a whole lot. He's winning games. So anyone listening that wants to cry and jump down my. But yeah, so uncomfortable as shit. There's all these reasons to love the Bills to beat up another team, especially a team like the Dolphins that have really been struggling. I like the Dolphins a lot here.
The Dolphins have lost 8 straight games in Buffalo. They're 1-9 against the spread in their last 10 games.
And they're 1-9 against the last 10 game spread. And they're hanging this line at 6.
It is a weird number, man.
They're hanging it. They're
I
begging
think Dolphins might win outright, bro. It's a weird game.
That would be fantastic.
This is for their season. I mean, what's their record now? 2-5?
Yeah.
Is it 2-5?
Probably.
They have 3? They had 1 bye, right? Yeah, the Dolphins are 2-5.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. And the Bills are 6-2.
Yep.
Mm.
Dolphins money line? I'm gonna hammer the 6.5.
I think this is the week you just blindly bet all the dog money lines.
Money lines coming back.
If there's ever a week, this could be the week.
Matty took the casinos for 100,000, and he's putting that on the line. He's bringing back his dog money line. 1K each for what? How many games are 10? Not that bad for you. You put out 12 anyway.
Yeah,
you're sick.
We'll see. I'm gonna lean Dolphins at the points here, but it's fucking scary, bro. It's really scary. I'm also going under the total, under 49.5. Division game. Already played once this year. I think it was 31-10 in the first game. I'm going Dolphins in the under. Let's move on. Bears versus Cardinals. This is an interesting one. It's a near pick 'em. Cardinals are a 1-point favorite. Over under 44.5.
Oh,
I gotta lean Cardinals here, dude.
Dude, I woke up late, missed the morning games, hungover in Vegas. All week on the show, if they got me clips, but I'm mad at them. Clip guys, you're in trouble. I said, watch out for the Cardinals. Tua might fix their problems, but there's too much unknown to get them plus 200. I think it was sick.
Yeah.
Cardinals was a great pick, even though that Dolphins had them, but the Cardinals came back.
Yeah.
The odds on it were too nice.
How good are these Cardinals in close games?
They're very good.
They beat the Chargers by 2, the Dolphins by 1, the Niners by 1. But then when they lose bad, 42-14, 34-13. But in close games, Cardinals pull it out, man. And this is a 1-point spread type of game.
Dude, and look what
I like the Bears defense, but I think Kyler will be able to make enough plays at home here to get a W.
And let's not forget that the Commies defense the Bears offense made the Commies defense look top 5 in the league for 3 quarters. So I think the struggles continue. I like the Cardinals here.
Yeah,
-1.
I like this under there.
Hopefully
sure.
the wins
the under.
I
think is one of my favorite plays of the week.
Ooh, it's low.
It's low, but think about it. The Bears are gonna
play defense.
The Bears are gonna make Kyler work for it, and I just still don't see the Bears offense being explosive enough. I think
agree.
It's gonna be 21-17.
Dude, they're flat.
21-17 Cardinals.
So we're agreeing a lot here. This is gonna be a bloody or a green.
Yeah,
green fucking Sunday.
I really like this same game parlay. Cardinals under.
I'll officially go Cardinals. I'm sitting there. I'm a little torn. I don't know if Chicago bounces back from having such a bad week, but they turned it on at the end in 2 quarters. So I'm gonna ride Arizona. I like Arizona, and I would be happy if they ran it up too.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Jags at Philadelphia. My Eagles are a 8-point favorite at home, over under 45.5. Is it still 8 points?
Probably.
I think it went down to 7.5. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
What do you think about my birds here, bro?
So I don't really know what Jacksonville's playing for anymore, but they seem to have a little bit of heart and be playing pretty hard. So, I'm going to sell you guys high just because I've been so high on you guys. I had you in Survivor against Cleveland, and I've been on you the last 2 weeks since then. Your defense is playing top in the league, guys. Not enough people are talking about how stingy this defense is against the run. Got to pass against them, and they got young kids back there in the secondary that look good. So it sounds like I'm talking up Philly just to fade them, but I think 7.5 to 8 is too much. I think Jacksonville competes. I imagine there will be some Survivor on Philly. This is a good spot to get Philly off your book. They maybe have one other game left you could use them. So
yeah.
Final answer: Jags plus 7.5, but not for big. This will be a half unit small play, potentially skipped. I've just seen too much of both sides.
Yeah, I'm staying away. I'm staying away from my birds. My birds always cover when I don't bet them, though, which is crazy.
That's a good thing. So you just got to stop betting them.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Lions at Packers. That's the afternoon game. Yes, sir. 4:30 game. All right. Detroit is a 3.5-point favorite at Green Bay. Over under 48. This is an interesting game, bro.
Right? Look how low that spread is.
Why do I feel like this is like a Thanksgiving type of game?
I heard Love was hurt, but he's clearly not hurt with that spread. So that's crazy. I thought I have Love as my quarterback, and I was told that Love's hurt. There's no way he's hurt with that spread. So, it might happen, but the square side couldn't be more obvious to me.
Detroit.
Square side's Detroit. So this might actually be one of the most uncomfortable bets of the week.
Taking the Packers.
Packers +3.
Yeah, it's 3.5 right now.
Is it 3.5? We pushed it over the hook. I mean, the public's gonna absolutely hammer.
Detroit just put up a 50 piece.
Yeah, come on. They put up a 50 piece. They gave Minnesota their first loss. They haven't looked bad since
Cowboys.
They haven't looked bad since Tampa Bay.
Yeah. Think about how is this over under 48 versus 52, like on some of the other games. Like Detroit put up 52, 31, 47, 42. That's their last 4 games on offense. I mean, that's ridiculous, bro. They're just scoring at will. But Packers gave up 27 to the Jags, gave up 22 to the Texans, gave up 29 to Minnesota. Division game against. I think this spread's right on the money, bro. I think Detroit by a field goal wins this game. It's a really tough. This is I think the sharpest game.
Detroit's got
the tightest.
I think
you like Green Bay here.
Yeah, I just like that they're. This one's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I just know how much fucking money is going to be on Detroit -3.
Yeah.
And Jay, thanks for that comment about number 2 on MVP and now Goff. Goff. Oh man, Goff's playing good.
Is he the favorite right now?
Is Goff favored to be MVP?
I mean, he almost deserves it with the way their offense is rolling.
Does it go Goff?
I feel like Allen's the favorite. Let me look.
No way. Does it go? Maybe it goes Allen. Does it?
I'm looking right now.
Pull it up. Does it go as Lamar one still? Does it go Lamar?
MVP favorite.
Goff?
Josh Allen's +270. Lamar's +310. Mahomes +500. Goff +600.
So that's hate. So Goff is below Mahomes. When you look at their stats this year,
yeah,
that is sick.
It's just team record, I guess. And then Josh Allen +270 is the favorite. I think he deserves to win it. He's protected the ball this season. He's carried the Bills. Lamar's been a little up and down. Dude, it could be a sneaky play if the Eagles keep rolling is Jalen. He just ran for 3 touchdowns.
Oh, he did.
And the offense is coming on. Like it would be tough, but I don't even here it is.
You're sick.
20-1 right now. That's better than preseason.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably just like the flow of the game.
It's probably almost.
That's disrespectful that Goff is below Mahomes. I get the undefeated part, but dude, Detroit has 1 loss. Like, one loss is nothing.
Yeah.
Final answer: Green Bay money line.
I'm not touching this game.
Just
maybe the over.
Under 48. Green Bay money line. Favorite play. A little bit on the under. Maybe first half under. Maybe these two teams go neck and neck.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Rams at
People are expecting Tua to come back and them to be a top offense again. I like the Cardinals straight up.
We don't really worry about the outsiders.
I'm going to tell Brad to clip this and put it out on social media because we're going to show Baker Mayfield's disgusted face this week when he throws a pick. Falcons in the under, lock it in.
Walk into your trap, take over your trap.
I am telling you, these Chiefs should not be 6-0. I'm going to go Raiders money line.
How about no?
They are 0-2 on the road this season. Commanders are 3-0 at home. I'm going Chicago.
Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is caught. Nobody.
That's both our dog money lines there were the better side.
Fuck the Commanders. Fuck the Bears, bro.
You just saw the Raiders should have won +400, and Maddie gave out a dog that Hail Mary. Damn, we're sharp, bro. We're nasty. Great clip, guys.
All right. Where are we at now? Rams at Seahawks. Seahawks are a 1.5-point dog at home, over under 47.5. Rams are rolling right now, bro. What do you think?
Rams are rolling. I'm mad. I used them 3 weeks ago. I keep talking about this instead of the Jags when both won. Huge mistake. Rams are getting better every week. These two teams have played each other very fucking toughly the last few years. Very tough.
Yeah.
The
Rams has won the last two head-to-head.
They swept them last year.
But the last game was 17-16.
Yeah, it's close. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm going to go Rams. God, I hate buying. Did the Rams win on they beat Minnesota.
Yeah, the Rams are on
So the Rams on the mini bye.
two-game win streak.
2-game win streak off Thursday with Minnesota. They've been resting. Oh, it feels square side. Everyone's going to be – Seattle got their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to fucking sit this one out.
I like the over, bro.
I like the over.
I'll just take the over in this game and not touch either side.
Fuck. I really wanted a chance to bet the Rams here, but I can't.
Yeah.
The spread's low. It's thin. It's what – it's going to get the money.
Yeah.
It lines up too much. I'm sorry. Seattle's my it'll be a half unit on Seattle. I'm gonna go Matty with the over here, but there will be money on Seattle, guys. So erase what I said about 30 seconds ago. There's 3 different trends pointing right at the Rams that I need to tail because of this spread. Yeah, and it's going straight to Seattle.
Give me the
straight over. To Seattle.
Give me the over. Let's move on to Sunday Night Football.
Woo! We
got the Colts at the Vikings. This is one of my favorites of the week. Give me Minnesota minus the points all day here. They've lost 2 games in a row. They didn't cover last week. Colts did cover. I'm going to buy them low. I'm going to sell the Colts high. I'm going to take the Vikings double-digit win here. Maybe the game goes under too because
I like it.
Colts get held to 17 in this game. 27-17 Vikings final score.
My dude. So I'm all over the Vikings here. The question is, will it be my survivor or not? There's one other week I care about them, so it's not.
It's almost a good teaser spot, but it's just not big enough of a spread.
Oh, it's not there.
Yeah.
So I think the Vikings fuck up the Colts. I don't care that Flacco's back. They had a chance to revitalize him 2-3 weeks ago. They lost their steam's gone.
Yeah.
Minnesota by 7 or more, hopefully by like 17 or more. I do like the under a little bit. Minnesota's defense has showed some holes lately to everyone they play. Indy's very one-dimensional.
Vikings in the under.
I do like the under. I could see the Vikings
27-17, bro.
I could see like a 24-10, 24-13.
Let's run it. Let's move on. Monday Night Football.
Yeah.
Bucks versus Chiefs.
God.
Bucks are a huge dog here. 9 points.
Dude, this would have been such a good game like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
These fucking Chiefs, man. They get everything falls their way.
Yeah. Fuck. 9-point spread over under 46. What are you doing here, bro?
My Chiefs hate runs too deep. I keep losing my ass.
Yeah.
So
I think Bucks cover here all day.
Doesn't that spread seem so high that they're begging you to take the Bucks?
Yeah.
I'm not sure Tampa Bay's going to be able to score on this Chiefs defense. They're pretty damn solid. The Raiders got held and they had
Atlanta just put up 26 on their deep. Or no, hold on. I'm talking about Tampa Bay. Yeah. Raiders put up 20 on Tampa Bay. Niners put up 18. Yeah, I mean, they're playing good defense. They gave up 20 points, 18, 13, 10, 17 in the last 5. So what's that? An average of like 17 points a game.
I'm going to go weird here. I'm going to go
under.
Kansas City to the over. I'm going to go Kansas City actually blows the fucking doors off them.
Really?
Yeah. They frustrate them. They blow the doors off them. You know, it's dangerous when you think they're not going to let them score and they got to put up 40. They sure ain't sure they put 40 themselves. But Tampa Bay is going to get theirs. They're scrappy like that. Baker's a good football player. 30-20? 30-17? Is that what I need? Fuck, that's high.
Yeah.
30-17, 27-20. 30-17. The only way I cover both. Yeah. 37-17. Is that right?
30-22.
30. Yeah, 30-17. 30-17, final answer.
31-20 works.
31-20 also. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the Sunday night, Monday night games are tough.
Neither cover.
We have identified some good spots though. Let's kind of just roll through those before we bring on Trevor. Is Trevor on yet? Trevor's coming on shortly, 2 minutes. So let's roll through some of our favorite plays of the slate. I'm gonna read mine off right now. My favorite dog spots: Giants plus 3.5 over the Commanders. I also like the Cowboys plus 2.5 over the Falcons. And I had one more dog. I think it was just those two. Yeah, those are my 2 dog spots. So I'm going Giants plus 3.5 and money line probably. Dallas plus 2.5 and money line probably. And then as far as the favorites that I like this week, Minnesota minus the 5 for sure. And I'm gonna ride with Gino and the Jets minus 2 Thursday Night Football. What's your recap? And I'll be right back in 30 seconds.
Yeah, do your thing and we'll let Trev on. I'll go backward. I like the Chiefs, only the second time this year to cover. I really like the Vikings. Those are my 2 favorite sides if I had to give out favorites. I don't know why I like the Seahawks, but I do. That 3 spread at opening for the Lions versus Green Bay is so suspect. People are going to hammer the Lions this week. Avoid the Lions, my dudes. It's going to be the squarest play of the week. My most uncomfortable play, Dolphins plus 6.5. I do think there's really good bets in the Chargers. The Raiders-ish at 7.5. Their defense not as bad. They keep finding ways to not win, but they're competing on defense. And lastly, I do like these fucking New York Giants. Don't know why. I don't know why I keep giving him money. I'll leave it there. What up, Trev? How you living?
I'm living how you living, man. You living a crazy life.
Oh, I didn't tell everyone that. Yeah, I'll tell them later. Dude, I'm so tired. I'm like falling asleep at the mic.
Yeah.
I got home from 36 hours in Vegas with no sleep. Then got stuck in the airport for a long time, no sleep. And then my little 2-year-old wants to play when I get home. So I'm freaking, my eyes are like shutting. I wish I could Uber home, but I'm going to drive home after this and probably get into fucking bed like an old man.
All right. Well, let's start with Thursday night. I think it's going to be a defensive battle. And here's my interesting parlay. I'm going Jets, D special teams, Jets and the Texans, both D special teams. Okay. Not just defense, D special teams. There's a reason D only is double the juice, both to score a touchdown in that game. I think Houston's super injured on the offensive side, but they have a good D. Vice versa, the Jets are just a mess. They're on paper, they should be murking people. But both have really good defenses. So I think this is a spot both defenses can score in a weird Thursday night game.
Whoa. And I love that the Jets are minus because everyone's going to hammer the Texans.
Yeah, it's for sure. Right now, the money that's on the Texans is wild to me. Wild. They don't have any, but all they got to do is put 2 high safeties up and cover Tank.
I think Maddie said it best, though. The public has lost their ass on the Jets, and they've finally given up on them.
Yeah, well, right, because the Jets have not covered 4 weeks in a row.
The final straw was losing at home, to
New England. I sent you I sent you those stats, right? About since the inception of the NFL, no team has gone held a team under to 250 yards, less than 20 points, do everything that the Jets did and still lose. It hasn't happened. I don't know if I sent it to you.
Oh, lovely.
Like, and then they lost last week to New England. Like,
They're finding ways to lose.
Yeah, like there's nobody, literally since the inception of the NFL, nobody's ever done that. Like the stat is, it's unbelievable what it is.
But they're constantly finding ways to lose, right?
Yeah, so it's there. So spots I like this week. Listen, right at the end of the Commanders game was wild. That DB, right, like is just going to eat it forever. 90% of the money shouldn't be on the Commanders. Like it just shouldn't be. Like I don't have enough lines there yet, but it's an interesting spot for me with the Giants. I think there might be some sneaky lines. And then the other side of it, though, I think Jaden, if you want to bet something big, right? If you want to go chalk public, right? Like thing, go bet Jaden 4 TDs, right? Like either I think the Giants are going to cover, but if you want a crazy prop in that game, like that's the only thing that has any value. So, but I don't know that he gets it done. I'm on the other, like I'm actually on the Giants side of that game.
Question for you. This is a trivia. This is a trivia question with only one right answer. Okay. Did the Niners just save their season?
Yes.
Woo!
Yes, absolutely. 100%. Like,
who's better, the Eagles or the Niners?
Dude, you guys can't, like, we're both like the walking wounded, but like, you guys should be way better than you are. You know, every week you've told me I like the Eagles. I do. They're not like, if they, and I've said it, I will say it again about the Eagles. If Nick will get out of the way and let Moore just call the offense and run the whole show, I think that offense would be dramatically different. Also, fuck Jalen Hurts for taking all 3 touchdowns with the push tush.
I know, dude. I'm so mad about that, bro.
He can kiss
He's
my
ruining
ass.
the Saquon ticket.
Oh,
yeah. Like he can kiss my ass. All right.
Just give him 1 of the 3 and you still get 2 TDs yourself, bro.
Yeah, like I mean, it's just so I've said this. I actually don't think they should have Jalen under center. I think Jalen should be pushing Saquon to avoid injury. Why not put Saquon under center, have him take a bunch of snaps, Saquon's stronger, like, and have Saquon getting pushed in instead of Jalen. That's what they should be doing. So, just to avoid it, right? You know, at least they're not handing off
multiple TDs this week. Saquon's going to get multiple TDs this week.
Of course you're going to do it.
Yeah,
no,
he's due. Burrow is going to cook the Raiders. Burrow is absolutely going to cook Las Vegas. His 4 TDs is plus 850. It shouldn't be. Burrow is going to absolutely cook.
You don't think they can play? You don't think they can? The Raiders can play D at all?
I think in this game and this
I wanted
matchup,
to use Cincy too.
Right? Like it's the Raiders going east for an early game. Okay. Right? Like they're finally, like Cincy's finally getting it together. Okay. And the Raiders past has been solid. I just think like this is the spot. Indy finally gets it going. Or it's Indy, Cincy finally gets it going. Like, and this is a value spot for me. Burrow should be plus 500. Not 850 to throw 4 TDs in this spot. So, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Raiders covered here. Like if the Raiders, you know, if it was 20, 24.
I'm just stressing for my survivor.
Yeah. Like
I'm more selfishly stressing for my survivor. We'll talk about that at the end.
I'm not touching right now for props. I'm not touching the Chargers and Browns. I want nothing to do with that game. I think Kamara gets massive usage this week against Carolina.
Yeah.
I love him for 2 TDs, right? Carolina's punted this season. They're kind of done.
They traded who they trade?
No, it wasn't them. It was Jacksonville. Carolina traded Deontay Johnson. So
yeah, they traded him.
Yeah, Deontay's done. Like Carolina's given up. Like they're done this year. So
how dare you?
The Saints are going to come in and pound them. So, and I think they're going to use I really think Kamara's usage is mispriced in this game. I don't think, like I think he's mispriced for what he gets in this matchup. He scored a TD last 2 times with who's hurt, with the rookie quarterback. I love Kamara for 2 TDs here. I don't know what to do with the Cowboys and Falcons yet. I'm not touching that one. I'd rather listen to like more political shit than deal with the Patriots and Titans. So from a fantasy DFS standpoint, like I just like I can't. The big test is
Trev, there's a chance, only about a 10% chance, that I take the Titans in my Survivor.
I don't hate it. Like New England coming off a big win, they're on the road. They shouldn't have won that game.
It's so gross.
Right. But listen,
It's
like
gross,
that
though.
that coin flip, right? If you don't take the Bengals, which everybody's going to take this week, you don't make a hockey pick and you win that coin flip. That's how that's the leverage you have on the field.
No, it's just uncomfortable.
What about Denver Ravens?
This is the game of the week for me. Like, I love this.
Right?
Game, right?
Dude, Denver's getting disrespected.
Like, Denver has the best, like, defense in the league right now. Like, they are arguably, like, they're so good.
I might
go
Denver money line for a big bet, dude.
And everybody's going to jump on Hayes, right? The Ravens picked up Deontay.
Hold on. I'm putting it in right now so people can fucking go take it. Hold on.
Maddie's going money line.
All right.
10 racks. Let me take a look. No, we'll go 5.
Yeah, go 5.
Yeah, so I like Denver's spot, how they match up here. And I think, right, listen, on the other side,
plus 402. Is that a good number?
Yeah.
The Ravens have the worst pass D in the league. Like the worst.
Probably 320 with the book, 350.
I saw it higher earlier, so I'm checking.
I think you saw it on Bet Open, like in our slides.
Yeah.
Here, let me look for you.
Yeah, they're plus 360 on FanDuel.
There you go.
All right. Plus 402. If anybody out there wants the Ravens money line minus 402, go take it. I'm putting this. Yep. I'm putting the Denver Broncos in right now. Hold on, let me just take a look.
I like the Broncos spot here.
Yeah, we're betting to win 30,000, bro. You good with that?
Yeah, you're sick.
7,400 to win 30 racks.
Oh my god!
Should we do it, or should we
go
to like win 25 or 20?
No, I mean I'm down. We're good. You know me.
Let me see what 25,000.
I got to make that money back from losing it in Vegas. So
6,200 to win 25,000. Let's do that.
Done. Oh, you're sick.
It's going in, bro. The Denver Broncos are now officially my dog of the week.
There it is.
6,200 to win 25,000.
He's sick, and he's catching
Denver. The issue is the Baltimore. Listen, Denver's D is way better. Baltimore's pass D is the worst in the league, and I think they're going to be able to move the ball on Baltimore. I don't have any props yet for Bills Dolphins. I'll probably have some for the Bills in that game because the Dolphins D is so injured. Jacksonville's done.
How suspect is that spread? Just begging people for Baltimore bet.
Right? It is begging people for that. Like,
dude,
how do you not lay 9.5 points with Denver? Like that is the most disrespectful line I've probably seen in 2 years.
Right?
Yeah, like they have one of the best Ds in the league, and they're healthy now.
That's what I'm saying, and they've already won games on the road. It's not like this is their first road game.
Yep. Yeah.
Carolina again. Excuse me, Baltimore a long time ago, but lost to the Ravens, or excuse me, the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm there. I like Philly this week. I'm gonna be all over Philly. We don't have like a ton of player props yet. They're just like starting to drop some. For this game. Where are we at? Oh yeah. So yeah, so it'll be an interesting spot. What I think Saquon's gonna do here, I think Saquon breaks a catch or a screen out of the field. Like his receiving yards, I like. I think he catches one and breaks one. Right? They traded their tackle now. Jacksonville's done. Peterson's going to fin out the season. They're done. I'm going to have a ton of props on the Bears Cardinals once we get better lines. That should be a offensive game. I'm not touching Detroit, Green Bay. That thing is suspect. I don't know what the fuck is going on in that game.
Unless I'm mistaken, I know people like prime time, so I could be talking out my ass right now. Houston's going to be liked by the public. I get that. But I can't see a pick that everyone likes more than Detroit.
Yeah, like I get Detroit is right. Listen, I get Detroit is murdering people. I get it. Their offense is there and it's roaring. But their pass D is they've given up 27th most yards in the league. Like their run D is legit. But if Love is healthy, that all that money shouldn't be on them. I'm not there on the Rams Seahawks. Now, the spot I love is double ways, okay? So on that game, okay, Sonic and Knuckles, right? Gibbs and Monty, both for a TD. I think that's the value in that game with the way they're scoring, right? You'll be able to get it at plus 200, plus 300. So I like that spot there. And then I think Minnesota is going to curb stomp Indy. Curb stomp.
Let's go. That's my favorite of the week.
But I think Flacco can throw for yards because he's going to have to, because they're going to be down by so much that Flacco in like the second half, I don't think they're going to score a ton. I just think he's going to hit. Minnesota gives up big plays. I think
and
Flacco
I only need Minnesota one other week. Dude, I might be on Minnesota. I might keep being a puss just because, dude, if 30 people fall off every week, like I'm fine.
Yeah, like that defense for the Colts is not good. And
dude, Minnesota should eat them up and spit them the fuck out.
They are. They're going to. I just think Flacco's going to get to throw some because they're going to be so behind.
I feel like we could buy Minnesota low here. 2 week skid after the bye. Remember, they got the mini bye too. They got their ass kicked pretty quickly. They played after the bye, a very tough Detroit team, Detroit hangover, in a short week against a healing Rams team. And then now they get their mini bye after another bye to get right against a shit Colts team.
Yep. Yeah. Like they're going to murder.
I like the Rams. I like the Vikings. I'll probably puss out on my Titans just because I don't know if I'd forgive myself. I could live with myself if I lost on the Vikings. I don't know if I could live with myself if I lost on the fucking 1-5 Titans. I don't care who they're playing.
Yeah, I mean, do you really want to bet on Mason Rudolph for, implied value of 6 figures currently?
That's what I'm saying. It's fucking sick. I'm not even having fun watching these games. I thought I was going to have a blast because low risk, high win. It's the opposite. Miserable.
Right. And then we'll see what lines drop for Monday night. Right. Tampa Bay is so injured. Like they were so much fun to watch. It sucks to watch what happened there.
Dude, and you know what really sucks? How fucking lucky these goddamn Chiefs get.
Yep.
This would have been a great game 2-3 weeks ago.
Yep. It would have. Like this would have been the game of the week if
Chiefs,
Tampa Bay is healthy.
Yeah, exactly. They keep getting. I fucking hate how lucky they get.
And then did you see?
They do find ways.
Wait, and then did you see who they gave as a ref to KC this week?
No,
fucking hussy.
Oh,
right. He might as well wear a Kansas City uniform. Like, right? Like, I mean, and they got the most. Yeah, like they got the most favorable KC ref there is. So.
I love the fucking Broncos this week, dude.
Yep.
It's a freak
this is everybody's on, right? Like everybody's on Baltimore. They traded for Deontay. They can run like I mean, like all that money's there. So and that line's just disrespectful at 9.5. Like that.
Coop, I do. We got a question right here.
All right.
2 questions. Do the Ravens quarterbacks come back this week? I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah. Right now it's not looking like
8.5. They got to have a full squad. He asked, do we believe in Bo Nix? You know, I don't think Bo Nix is doing that crazy in Denver. If you watch the games, he is getting asked to make a lot of tough throws on third downs. I was surprised at some of the play calling. Mind you, I was on edge, sweating out even though they ended up kicking their ass. The Denver was down 7-0, and that's my survivor play. I was pissed. But they don't have a run game. So their run game is him or little 5 and 7 yard slants or little slant and outs. So yeah, I believe in the kid. I think he's having a very good rookie season. I just don't want you to walk away thinking I'm like overhyping him. I'm not saying anything crazy.
Yeah, I'm not overhyped on him. I think
he's playing good. He's playing good ball.
You said it best. It's his legs for me that is helping get it done, because he can move. So I think that's where he gets it there. And listen, this is a pasty you can pick on in Baltimore. Like, listen, they're 32nd in the league in yards given up. So it's a spot you can pick on him. If, again, each week he's getting a little better. He hits some of these throws, and this going to be a fun game to watch. So, you guys freeze? All right. They're froze. I don't know if I'm froze or they're froze, but all right. Well, that's it for me because it's frozen. Oh, everybody's gone. Hey, everybody. So, all right. Well, that froze. I'm going to jump off, and let's go make some money this week. Thanks for all the love, everybody.